Hello, and welcome to Spirit Among Us. So God wants us to come to realize that there is a real battle going on around us. There are powers that we can't see or hear that are fighting against us. And as well as giving us armor to equip for the fight in front of us, God also wants us to place our trust in Him. Yes, this is a fight. Yes, this is a war. Yes, the stakes are high, but we don't need to worry because God is fighting for us. Exodus chapter 14, verse 14. The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still. Now, I love what this verse says here. It's worded with such confidence. The Lord will fight for you. There is no doubt in that statement. There's no ifs, ands, and buts. The Lord will fight for you. All we need to do is to be still. We don't need to do anything. We don't need to try to help God out. We don't need to add anything to His strength. All we need to do is be still. Be still before God, and He will fight for us. Now, when I'm thinking about this reminds me of many of the stories in the Old Testament. One in particular was when the Israelites crossed the Red Sea. So this was after they had come out of Egypt. Moses had led them from slavery. They were now being chased down in the wilderness, in the desert, by Pharaoh and his army. And here they were. They were at the edge of the Red Sea. Nowhere left to go. Pharaoh with his entire army in hot pursuit. He was closing in on them, trying to find them, getting closer and closer by the second. Now, I can't imagine how desperate all the Israelites must have felt in this moment, how afraid they must have been, how worried and stressed and freaking out they must have been, especially Moses being their leader. I mean, Moses was the one who has led them out of Egypt, and now here it just looks like he's led them to their death. They're stuck. They're stuck at the edge of the Red Sea, nowhere left to go. Pharaoh's about to catch up and kill them all. So the pressure's especially on Moses in this moment. I mean, here they all are. It's a dead end. They are literally forced into a place of stillness because they had no other options. And what did God do in that moment? God used that to fight for Israel in a way that nobody had imagined. When His people needed Him, God answered the call and literally split the sea in half, making a safe escape for Israel. The Israelites didn't need to fight. They didn't have to work for it. All they had to do was be still and let God fight. And He came through. So coming back to today, while God isn't performing these incredible acts as we see them today, we can be assured of the fact that our God doesn't change. He is still the same capable, all-powerful God that we see here in the story of the Red Sea. Our God is strong enough for us to trust in. Psalm chapter 68, verse 20. Our God is a God who saves. From the sovereign Lord comes escape from death. Truly, for the Israelites, this verse had a very literal meaning. From the sovereign Lord comes escape from death. They were about to meet their end, meet their death, but God saved them. From God came the escape. Our God is the God who saves. All power is in his hands, so we can have confidence in this. So coming back to the fight, yes, the war rages on around us in our lives, but we have God himself fighting for us. So let us have confidence in this. We don't have to worry because King Jesus, the mighty warrior, is on our side. Thank you for watching, and God bless.